Okay, YouTubers, so here we are with the jar that we're going to use to decorate with slip. Here's the jar. Here's a good old bucket of slip. As you can see, I haven't used it in a while, so it's due for some good mixing and straining, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, to make sure it's nice and smooth, I have the bucket of slip that I've mixed. I have another bucket here and just a regular household strainer. I'm going to strain this slip through this strainer to catch all the big pieces so I can have a nice smooth mixture. So the slip that doesn't go through when I pour initially, I'm just kind of working that through with my hands, leaving the larger pieces behind. Obviously I don't want the little rocks and bumps to be on the surface of the pot. Alright, so now we have our nice smooth bucket of slip. There's our piece ready for dipping. We're going to dip the piece about halfway in the bucket of slip. Okay, so we've applied the slip to the piece. I wasn't able to dip it as smoothly as I wanted to, so I just kind of used my fingers and using a downward motion just somewhat evenly coated the piece. I don't mind the unevenness of the coat of porcelain slip because I am going to carve this anyway, and I think the unevenness of that will actually add to the effects of the carving. But what I don't like is this messy edge here, so rather than try to wipe all that off or whatever, I'm just going to put the trim tool on it and just trim a little bit of it away to clean that up. Okay, so there we go. So now that's nice and neat, has a nice and neat line, and no one will ever know the difference. So the next step is just to kind of let this dry for a bit. The clay and the slip are too wet to do what I want to do with them right now, so we're going to let it dry for a little bit, and then we're going to start doing some carving on the piece.
Here we have our finished piece with the bamboo sticks and the Japanese sign for peace carved in. We have a band at the top and at the bottom in the porcelain clay. Adios!